and you turn around and treat me like that. Well, I'm not going. You can tell your doctor friend that. I'm staying here. No one can force me out of my own house. Mum! Mum!
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I'm SerenitySoloReacts, and it's Soapy Sunday! So you know what that means, don't you? We're back into episode 7 of Prisoner Cell Block H. Now, if you can get this show on YouTube, then these are the cut down versions. The full versions are on my Patreon. I'm not asking you to join, but if you'd like to take a look, if you could please, if you're on YouTube, give me a like, comment and subscribe. Don't share because copyright issues. So if you could give me a like, comment and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. I'll read all your comments you've got, whether here, well, whether on YouTube or on Patreon. So I've given all the spiel. Without further ado, let's get straight into it.
When he couldn't stand it any longer, he asked me to help him.
Pardon me for trying to get crisps out my teeth. I've just had to take a break to eat something.
I loved him too much.
I've been filming for 8 hours non-stop. Well, recording.
But I did.
So hopefully you're enjoying these episodes, because it's taken a heck of a long time to record and edit them.
Could I come and see you again, Grandma?
The recaps will not be on for Patreon members, for YouTube. It will just be for Patreon members who'll get the full video. Well, maybe some blur then, like Good Night Sweetheart. So are the tools still there? I do apologise about some of the flickers and stuff like that. It is a 70s / early 80s show, so they didn't do a lot of remastering basically. So you still got some of the old film grain and stuff like that going on. Got a hangover, Lizzie? Want a bit of hair of a dog? Oh, maybe a bit of hair of a cat then.
There you
Oh,
are.
she's got a little pet. Well, until the screws find
How
it.
did you get in here? Never mind. I'll look after you.
The only thing that I break into a prison is a cat.
Righty-o!
Matey-o!
Arms length apart.
Oh, come on, V.
She's a Yorkshire lass from good old Yorkshire.
How the hell am I going to find out in here?
You've got
Ye
nothing to
by
lose,
gum.
except a few inches.
I can still run rings around you.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
come up here and try. Go on.
Wouldn't that get on the feet and...
I'll never make it in the army.
Yeah.
Okay, legs apart.
No need to tell Mason that. You ever thought of getting off some of that lard?
Shape up your bludgers. Legs astride, arms out, cross over, touching your toes.
she's not a real Yorkshire woman.
Stop cheating, Doreen. Knees straight. Left.
How do you think I keep in shape?
Give you one guess. You're bored, Doyle.
How the hell did
Keep
they...
you busy.
How the hell did they... employ a Yorkshire woman?
Uh-huh. I wish I was going out today.
Oh, come on.
My back would never allow me to do that.
You can do better than that.
Oh, tell my stomach that. It keeps getting in the way.
I'm with you, B. Completely with you.
I've spoken to Mrs. Davidson and they've agreed to contact the police. Going to make further inquiries. Now, they're inquiries, mind you, nothing more, understand?
All this for them to find out I didn't do it.
Oh, good, you're
Don't get
set.
hopes up yet.
I'm going to want to see you every day for the next week.
The gardener's
I
got
don't
a
want you
speak
overdoing it now that you're pregnant.
Who cares?
I won't be keeping it anyway.
God, if it were me, I wouldn't know how I'd cope.
Wait outside a minute, would you, Lynn?
I'd be more flustered than that.
Look, our supplies of
One thing
medicinal
I hate
alcohol
is
keep
being branded a
disappearing.
liar.
These are the women who've had the opportunity. Any ideas?
Take your pick. They'll pinch anything not bolted down.
Certainly dealing with class, aren't we?
The cream of the crop. Well, do you want me to take this to the governor?
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
Little baby cat, I'm gonna look after you.
She's not going to have it for long.
We're gonna
The
be
Spoo's about to
friends.
hear it meowing.
What you got there, Lizzie?
She's mine.
Or she'll kill it.
Mangy looking thing give you worms.
Get worse things from people.
I don't want to see a police car over there.
Okay, stop. On your backs. Legs straight and on the ground. Lift up.
Legs straight.
Touch your toes.
Oh, I haven't seen my
Touch your toes.
That'll get your stomach off the beat.
Well. But isn't our little baby snatcher?
I'm originally from Yorkshire.
I'll be out soon, you wait.
Oh, yeah, you want to
Don't
bet
live
on
there
me?
You don't know
now.
what you're talking
That's
about.
why I can say it.
And I won't warn you again.
I'm staying down here.
You be all right now?
Yeah, thanks, Mrs. Jackson.
Don't in my stomach. God, you're a bunch of softies. Don't.
Softies. She's got the worst fake accent.
Would you take over?
If you look on Bashful 1979 channel, that's my very first channel. If you look at the Hovis advert that
I
never
was
was,
expecting Meg to relieve me earlier.
that was a
She wanted
parody
to
of the
check on Lynn
Hovis
Warner.
adverts with
Yes,
me
well, I
doing the
suppose we should be
Yorkshire
grateful
voice.
she's acting like her old self. Favouring some of the prisoners.
I think Meg knows what she's doing, don't you? And do you want to talk in the office?
No, it's okay. Would you be able to see my mother this evening?
Yes, how was she
My
last night?
confidence
Just
building
about the
channel.
same. But she's still complaining of pains in her legs.
To be expected. Not getting about as much as she could.
Don't listen to the songs, I'm not a very good singer.
Your friends are outside playing trim the fat. But then I don't reckon you need trimming. What you think doesn't interest
Push her
me.
down the
I like
stairs.
fighters. Bet you're a real mover in bed.
Whatever turns you on,
You do, sweetie.
get out of my way.
Make me. You're sick.
Because I can't force her to do anything.
No.
I mean, I tried.
Oh, she pushed me. God, I think I'll break my arm.
She's lying.
That's false lagging.
You forget any privileges for the next 24 hours. And any more trouble, and you'll be in front of the governor.
Is that all she gets for pushing someone down the stairs? Wow, she could have pushed her for real. Sorry, I'm spitting bits of crisps out. Don't be showing anything, please. Don't go for the hassle of editing. Well, editing bits out.
I'll miss you too, Doreen.
The hassle as it is to mute all the
Don't
clips
feel
and
funny
everything.
being a housewife.
Yeah, well, it won't be that until after you're married, and that better not be too far off.
Oh, what's wrong with living with a bloke? I did.
Yeah, look where it got you.
I'm not very good at housework and my cooking's lousy. What if Eddie gets sick of me? Oh, crikey, Moses, cooking's easy. Look at all the food they have
how
in
you
the
can
soup
learn to
carton.
cook,
You just
cook
put
the
it in the
course.
oven, heat it up, and Bob's your uncle. I should have done a course in here.
Look, you'll learn from your
First
mistakes.
time I tried to
did.
cook steak,
Besides,
could
Eddie
have built
loves
a house
you.
with
He'll
it.
give you time.
Yeah, so did the cops.
Yay!
It's got to
I don't
come
have
up
to
in a
bother with
nasty
the bloody
bruise. Keep it clean, it
learning.
should heal, all right?
Oh, I've had worse than this, Doc. What's a pommy doc like you doing in a women's prison anyhow? Like the fringe benefits, do you?
Tell me in the comments, why do
Antiseptic, please,
Australians
sister.
call us poms?
Hey, you make cell calls, darling?
What's it mean? I know poms mean potato in
Don't
France.
talk much, do you?
What's it
What are you saving your
mean
bedside
in
manner for your
America?
staff, are you?
Pretty tough, aren't you, Frankie?
That's right. Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Says you right.
And I'm gonna bring you some of my dinner. So don't you try running away.
Yeah, how did he get in?
Dear little
They could escape
thing.
from where that got in.
Morning.
So the men's prison can't be too far away.
Someone should tell him he needs glasses.
Oh, you were a thirsty little cat. Oh.
If you're leaving it outside, it could easily just run away again, so make most of your moments with it.
It tastes all in his mouth.
Well, the men are out there now, so I'll take it to them.
Come in.
She can't be taking it in prison, surely.
Left your private practice.
Oh, I have one more patient.
Oh, yeah, I've got private practice.
Ooh, nothing a little
Answer
mouthwash
the
couldn't
question
fix.
from before.
You'll be pleased to know we're finally getting that drainage system repaired by the male prisoners next door.
Prisoners?
Oh, they do a good enough
so
job.
that's where it
It's
is.
well within our budget.
Thank you.
Did you want to see me about something?
Yes, we're missing a number of things from surgery.
Drugs.
Not yet, but it could come to that.
Have you any idea who's responsible?
Security is pretty tight.
Well, we better do a spot search of the rooms, although I don't hold out much hope. The place
I hope she doesn't bring that cat in
You'd be
then.
amazed.
No, I wouldn't.
Bloody will leave me alone. I'm sick and tired of you. I'm vexed. Yes, I'm bloody.
Put that down. You're behaving like an animal.
Yeah, well, tell him to leave me alone.
I haven't touched you yet. I've just about had enough of you,
Yet.
Doyle.
Yet. That's
Now,
the
there's a
key
visitor
word.
out there for you, and I've a damn good mind not to let you see him.
You can't do that.
Well, you just keep it in mind. Come on.
Prison property cannon. Cannon, she's right, cannon, isn't she?
All right, sis.
Hey, Gazza. Me brother.
Yeah, I'm sure she would have been informed.
You still want to live on a farm, don't you, Frankie?
Oh, sure.
I've been talking to the welfare officer at the home, see? And he reckons if you behave yourself, you could be out in 3 years.
Oh, bull. Just tell you those things to keep you in line.
3 bloody years.
He knows what he's talking about.
You can't
Yeah,
behave
I
yourself
know.
for 3 bloody
But you got to stay out
weeks.
of trouble.
I'm the best they got in here, Gazza.
Look, I'm trying to be
Days.
serious. Will you listen?
Yeah, well, don't get your nappy in the knot.
Yes, little orphan Annie.
Okay, I'm listening.
Look, 3 years will give me time to get us a farm. At least put a deposit on one. Here. Did you copy the plans for our house? You can keep it if you like.
Yeah, sure.
But you've got to promise me you won't get into any trouble.
No sweat. Oh, we're Doyles, aren't we? Doyle can do anything they put their minds to, easy.
Yeah, and the other prisoners will get wind of it and they'll
won't
do
let you down, Gazza.
everything to rile it up.
Promise you.
Which if
You
it
got
were
enough
me,
of my prince to make up a book.
It's hardly
I'd
something
let
to
her
be
just be on
proud
her
of.
best behaviour.
Oh, I bet
then
you
she can
find it
get
interesting
out.
reading, though, Miss Bennett.
You've got a smutty mind, Gladys.
Well, you can call me Marilyn. Some of my worst enemies do.
So I'm
Come to say
guessing,
goodbye, Frankie.
When I get
guessing
out of here,
Marilyn
I'll
was
hook
a
you up.
hoe
Always
name.
wanted a massage.
By the time you get out, you'll be too old to care.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Anyway, who says when I get out I'll be going back to my old job?
People like you always go back to the mud.
You should know.
On your way, Doyle.
Hi,
So
Marilyn.
she'd been released before.
We thought we'd missed you. Oh, I wouldn't leave without saying goodbye. What's wrong with you?
Oh, she's stiffening up from the exercises. Talk about out of shape.
I am not. I just pulled a muscle.
Oh, that bad Yorkshire accent. Messed with the
Come visit you.
vein.
You do no such thing. I never want to see you near this place again.
Oh, Bea.
Look, you've got your own life to lead now. And the only time I want to hear from you is when you tell me that you and Eddie are doing the right thing and getting married.
Clothing card.
Bea, marriage doesn't solve everything.
Don't you
well,
be
it's a
allowed to
good
go to the
start.
wedding?
Well, don't take all day, Mason.
I hope she don't go back on the game, and I hope her and Eddie make a go
Don't
of
take any
it.
brass nickels. Well,
Please no spoilers
Take care.
in YouTube, or if you spoil it in YouTube, I'll block you completely. And please don't spoil it in Patreon. Don't know if you can mute people in Patreon, but if you do, I'll be looking around for a way to mute you. So it weren't called Correctional Centre in Wentworth, the show, was it? It was just called Wentworth. I think.
hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry I can't put the camera any further across, so I'm looking straight on at you. That's because it's already covering a slight bit of the telly up as it is. If you move it any further across, it's going to cover like a quarter at least. Bye, Madeline. Have fun. Oh. Yeah. I thought she was going out of it. I thought she was leaving the show.
Well, what do you think?
Oh, mind you, I thought that was Mum never.
Well, it's not much to look at, but it's got a good feel about it, don't you reckon? The only thing wrong with it is we have to share the bathroom.
God, the windows.
But only with Joe and another old bloke. And they don't use it very often. Almost forgot.
You said old bloke. The prostates can be murder.
I'm sorry it's not...
Oh, Eddie, it's lovely.
See, the problem is they never got to see much of the personalities in prison. So are they going to...
What do you mean,
match?
sneaking in on people?
It's my room too.
You got the cat under there?
Now?
Nothing.
Did you just grow that, did you?
She's staying with me.
Like bloody hell she is, stupid moth-eating thing.
She only needs a bit of looking after.
Yeah, well then do it outside.
Well, they'll get rid of her if they find her.
And I'll wring its flaming neck if it's here when I get back.
Look, it's more likely to find her in there than outside. So you cat lovers out there.
Come on, Doreen, you're as slow as a wet week.
Oh, what do you expect? I'm on my own.
You left yourself out of shape.
Oh,
Jeez, where's he going to move on? We're short-handed as it is.
Hey, Doreen, have a look.
Oh, what a cutie.
She's just parading it around
gentle,
the
don't
prison.
hurt
I'm only patting it.
What
only
is
about
that
the
thing
time.
doing in here?
She was cold.
Put it back where it belongs, Lizzie.
I'm sorry, but what
Safe.
if someone
Cats
puts it in
can
the
look after
tumble
themselves.
dryer?
Besides, it'll stink the place out.
Oh, B.
Belt up, Doreen.
Out. But what about those men? They might strike
Men?
a couple of something.
Hey,
They're gone now.
Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah. They were just going to let them stroll out the front door.
Jeez, look at this bloody press and I'm going to go on strike. Damn water everywhere. I can't stand it. Nothing in this place works.
Behave, Frankie.
Talk about moving past that. Mother's little helper.
Frankie Doyle's been to see me, asking what her chances of parole are. Claims she's turned over a new leaf.
I wouldn't trust her as far as I could throw her.
Meg?
Well, normally I'd go along with Vera, but having seen her with her brother, it's certainly a different Frankie.
Do you think it's enough incentive for her to keep out of trouble?
Hard to say with that temper of hers.
She won't change.
Visited her
I've
before,
seen women
though.
like her before. You could be right, but at this stage we should give her the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I think it'd be a mistake to give her special treatment.
I'm not suggesting we do. We carry on as usual. Oh, by the way, I'd appreciate it if you could both stay back for a spot search tonight.
Of course. I'm afraid I can't, Mrs. Davidson. Well, my mother hasn't been at all well, and I really ought to get home.
Oh, nothing too serious, I hope.
Well, she seems to be getting worse.
Well, I don't see why we can't have the search first thing in the morning, then.
That'll be a great help.
You know,
Thank you,
Vera
Mrs.
seems
Davidson.
more committed to the job. I mean, like, wants to be there more often than anybody else. Oh, that's a mum then.
Hello, Mum.
You're late.
I shop Thursdays, you know that. God, it's so dark in here.
I couldn't get off the sofa all day. My legs were giving me trouble.
Well, they will if you sit there all day.
And just how am I supposed to get about? Nobody knows the pain.
Dr. Miller's coming over later. He'll give you something.
Oh, nothing helps. But you don't care.
Was lunch okay?
I managed to eat it.
Then let me get in a part-time nurse.
I'm not having any stranger in this house, Vera. It's a daughter's duty to look after her mother. I think of
She
all
sounds
those
like
years
a-
bringing you up by myself, giving
a
you the best
nearly old
education
Ellica.
I could, trouble I had. But you never heard me complain. No one wants you when you're old and sick, not even your own daughter.
I just thought a nurse would make things easier for you.
Yes, so you can wipe your hands of me. Next thing is you'll be wanting to put me in a home.
I won't.
Stuck in here all day.
Well, it was discussed.
No one to talk to. I see you for a few hours and all you do is pick on me. Think I enjoy the pain? Think I like being sick?
You were trying to look after her, not pick on her. Whoop. You enjoying that, Mrs. Bennett? Yeah, that won't be going on YouTube.
Here. Kitty, 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 kitty.
Has it gone?
Kitty, 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 kitty. I got a surprise for you.
Leave it outside,
Come
little
on.
scalper.
Come and get your dinner. Here. Come on. Where are you? Kitty, 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 kitty.
Oh, you left it
Yep,
outside.
yep.
It's probably jumped over the wall or something. Cat lovers, look away. Look away, cat lovers. It's gone all right, not in the way I intended.
Oh.
Sorry about
Doesn't
that,
Karen
cat
come
lovers.
into the
I
rec
did
room
not
anymore?
She
know
had to
that
strike
was
over
coming.
Frankie. Old Sal was took away her privileges.
I don't know why Frankie doesn't leave that girl alone.
Yeah, from what I heard, Karen started it.
She wouldn't do that.
Oh, boy, have you missed out on a lot since you've been in hospital. That little lady is turning out to be pretty tough.
Heaven help us. One Frankie's quite enough.
There.
Pig! You
Patsy.
killed my cat! I'll kill you, I swear! Get off, you flaming
Patsy
rock!
Connor turning into a
You
Frankie.
hated her because she was
Go on,
my
Lizzie.
friend!
Go on.
Actually, the old thing's better off dead, and so would you be. Lizzie, she'll only hurt you! You pig! Big fat pig! You're queer! You ought to be shot! Pig, 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 pig!
Sorry.
Pig, pig, pig,
I'm going to bleep that word out on YouTube. Lizzie's homophobic.
Your blood pressure is
The
still too
opinions
high,
stated in
Mrs.
this
Bennet. You
programme
must
do
be
not
careful not to get
reflect
excited.
my opinions in any
I'll
way
prescribe you some
whatsoever.
more tablets, but promise me that you'll take them.
Yes, Doctor.
I'm sure she only said
It's
it because
hard
she
not
was
to worry,
angry.
though. I hate being such a burden to Vera. She's got her own life to lead. She can't always be running after me.
Did Vera mention bringing in a nurse?
We did discuss it. And Vera feels
No.
she'd be happier looking after me herself.
She mentioned it, you said no.
All right, Mrs. Bennet. Now, you take care. I'll be able to see you again soon.
Thank you, Doctor.
I'll show you out, Greg.
Thanks for coming over.
It's a pleasure. Just make sure that she takes those tablets, because there's no point otherwise. You do realize. Yes, of course. See you tomorrow. Good night.
I think they're in quite
It's
a
nice to see
toxic
you on your feet again.
relationship.
He's quite a good doctor.
As in mother and
Why
daughter.
can't you get
No,
yourself a man like that?
Oh, look,
Not
don't
incest.
start that again.
You're starting to look like a shriveled up old prune. No man would look twice at you.
Well, whose fault's that? I've been looking after you for 12 years. When have I had a chance to even meet a man?
No, that's right. Blame me. Well, just look at where you work. A prison. Why can't you get yourself a decent job? You're getting old and hard before your years, Vera.
It's a decent
Look,
job.
lay off, Mum. Just lay off.
You're just like a little kid, you know that?
Just one more minute.
It's the first day
I've
out.
been promising
Come on.
myself this for
Or
6
second.
months.
Maybe second.
The worst bit about being inside is the same old thing
Or
every
first.
night. Lights out at 10. Never a minute before or a minute after. Always 10 on the dot.
Well, you can always watch it from here, you know. I promise to keep you up till 11.
You better.
Maybe 10:05, love. 10 past at a push. Good night. Oh, new arrival. Who we got?
Move along, girls.
We'll never know.
Nothing.
Hold on, you were doing that spot check last night.
Right, spot check, girls.
Bloody invasion of privacy.
What the bloody hell's keeping them?
They're looking for the one who killed my cat, and I'm gonna tell him.
Oh, belt up, you old idiot.
I should have killed you last night when I had a chance.
You were stinking drunk and you wouldn't have the guts.
Spot check.
You're
On
going to
your
find
feet,
the
Lizzie.
surgical spirit.
That's private.
All right, Frankie. Miss Bennett. Mrs. Davidson.
Found it.
They've been planted.
Lizzie the bowerbird. I might have known.
I suppose
Why on earth
bowerbird
would you
means
want
drunk.
this?
It was for me cat. You got plenty.
And the alcohol?
I had to have something to make me sleep. I'm locked up with a killer. It's her you ought to punish. She
What did
killed
you
my
do?
cat.
She probably smothered
Oh.
her to death.
See, you gave it a drink out of this. What was in it?
Water
Where'd you get it?
out of a bucket. It was rainwater.
So if I'm any judge, it's got some sort of weed killer in it. If your cat was sick or just a kitten.
You can
She
go,
killed her
Frankie.
own cat.
We're going to let the others out.
Frankie, compassionate as always.
And she trusted me.
I think you've learned your lesson, Lizzie. So we won't take this matter any further.
You could still get her done for the surgical spirit, can't you?
Hey, Frankie, don't tell me you got out the right side of bed for a change.
You know, you and that bird brain Lizzie make a good
So
pair.
that's
Always
technically
chirping at
another
you.
death.
Oh, she's funny this morning.
With a gun, I was going to say.
You want to touch me, sweetie? We can go to your room. I wouldn't touch you if my life depended on it. What's the matter? Having trouble with your fat feet?
You ever do that to me?
You can dish it up, but
She's
you can't
really
take
tough
it,
and
can
dull.
you?
Enough. I don't tolerate troublemakers in here, understand? Mum?
Yes.
I think it would be a good idea if Frankie Doyle worked in the garden, just for a while.
Yes, Mrs. Davidson.
Really, you're going to give Frankie access to all those sharp
Might be best to keep
tools?
her away from the others.
Frankie or Karen?
Wait, would you really want Frankie to lose a
I just
temper,
can't figure out why
with a
Frankie's
pitchfork
backing
in her
down.
hands?
Yeah, Lizzie'd be
I
dead
won't.
by now. Not to mention Karen.
She's got to be up to something. Frankie doesn't run.
Hello, Lizzie.
G'day.
Oh, don't worry, Lizzie. We'll find you another cat.
It won't be the same.
It wasn't really
that'd be
your
easy,
fault.
won't
People shouldn't leave stuff like that lying around.
It's a punishment. I knew God would get his own back.
You wouldn't
It
have
took
took
him
it out on a
10
cat.
years, but I knew he wouldn't forget.
Being in here's punishment enough.
Forget.
Anyway, you only meant to scare him.
All
God'd
the
know that.
Complaining about my cooking, and what would shearers know about food anyway?
Nothing.
Yeah. So I showed them.
Yeah.
I gave them something to really complain about.
4 out of 6 is pretty good.
Shearers aren't so tough.
No.
But I only meant to scare them. I didn't mean to bump them off.
Yeah, well, poison's real tricky stuff.
She poisons,
You weren't to know.
what was it, 6 people,
Neither
4
did
people?
my little cat.
Bloody hell.
Could have been sick anyway.
You think so?
Something about
Didn't look well to
beans?
me.
She
Why she
really
all dolled
hasn't
up?
changed.
Of course she did.
But what about Frankie? I blamed her. She'll kill me.
So is she,
He'll
I'm
look
guessing
after
she's in
you.
for murder, not manslaughter. Means
God,
she
I
put the
need a
poison in the
drink.
food, scaring them all up. Yeah, I bet the surgical spirit's far under lock
Can I
and
come
key
in?
by now.
You want to have a go at me too, do you?
I think you know me better than that. I was wondering if you'd like to work in the garden. Now, I know it's not really your cup of tea, but it might give time for things to settle down a bit.
I can look after myself.
Oh, I've no doubt about that. Frankie, it isn't difficult to see you're
Yeah, but
making
she's
an
only
effort to
working with
control your
Mum.
temper.
And what would you know?
It'd be a lot better.
Nothing much, I suppose. I
Sorry,
was
scratching
just
the
trying to
leg.
help.
Well, hang on a sec. What do you mean you can see I'm trying to control my temper?
Well, aren't you?
Didn't think anyone would notice.
You don't often run away from trouble.
Yeah, well, I've got this kid brother, you see. And I've been looking after him since he was about 8, and he sort of still needs me. Thought I'd better get out. He's got this dumb idea about building a place like this.
Been looking after him since 8, but she's in there.
Looks lovely.
Yeah, he's sort of the bright spark of the family.
It's not going to be easy, Frankie. Once the others find out you won't fight back and they suspect something already, it could get rough on you. You've got rather a lot to live down.
I'll give it a go then.
Can't you be asked to be moved to another wing or another prison?
The last time I was set to go, you went and got yourself boozed. Well, if you're going to break out this time, you're on your own. But I've got a beaut idea how you can do it.
Oh, so he's not going now.
I read it in a comic. The trick is you get yourself moved to some place easier to break out of.
Where?
A mental home.
What do you mean?
Oh, no, you just pretend you're nutty. Like you got, anemia.
What?
You know, anemia. You can't remember
Amnesia?
anything, you know,
Oh,
or
amnesia.
nothing.
How'd you get it?
Anemia is a
Bump on the
completely
head or a
different
bad
condition.
shock. And you've had a bad shock because your cat died, right?
How am I supposed to look?
Like you haven't got a brain. Work on it.
That's never going to work.
I was hoping you'd been today.
Yeah, I got in a bit late, I'm afraid.
Oh, heavy night, huh?
You could say that, yeah.
How is she?
Couldn't be better. She's 1 in a million, B, you know that. It's real good having someone to
Been
come
out
home
one
to.
night, come on.
Yeah, remember, give her these. There are some of the recipes. She might have to try them.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Someone to cook for me as well, eh?
Yeah.
She can't cook, she said. I know Eddie doesn't know that, but she told B. Just give her the recipes. I remember those carpet sweepers. Oh. Things getting tangled up. Never having to empty it. I'm going to have a look at those pictures. What a waste of time.
Come on, test me, test me. Okay, what's your name?
I don't know.
Where are you?
I forget.
Where's your cat?
Oh, poor little thing.
Oh, Lizzie, you're supposed to have forgotten.
Karen Travers, the doctor wants to see you.
Now's your chance. Mrs. Jackson, I think there's something wrong with Lizzie. She ought to
Not
see
gonna
the
work.
doctor.
What's the matter, Lizzie?
I don't know.
It's the shock of her cat. She can't remember anything, doesn't know where she is. I'm real worried, Mrs. Jackson.
Is this true, Lizzie?
Yes, yes. The doctor is the doctor here. Where am I? Who are you?
Needs a bit more work, Lizzie.
You must be feeling very proud of yourself.
Even though it's a
I thought maybe we could have a chat.
continuous drama, so to say, it's got its funny moments, I'll
We
give
don't
it
have
that.
anything to say to each other.
I think we do.
I'm listening.
The idea was that you might want to speak to me.
I have nothing to say to you.
What's happening to you, Karen? You've been in here a couple of months and you're behaving like an animal. Have you looked at yourself lately? You're worse than that Doyle character. She can't help what she is, but you're an intelligent woman and you're sinking to her level. Why?
Go to hell.
I suppose
I
prison
refuse
changes
to
you.
stand here and watch you destroy yourself. Believe
Well,
it or
no,
not, I
I've
still
never
have
been
some
in. I
feelings
don't
for you
want
and I
to,
want
but-
to help.
Then you're a fool.
I want to help you, damn it!
Can't you get it through
I
that
suppose you
thick,
can't stay
idealistic
meek.
skull of yours? I don't need your help. I don't want it. So bloody well butt out of my life.
Karen!
You know nothing. Nothing. So just leave me alone. Get back to your medical books and stop trying to be a quack psychologist.
Oh!
Could report you for that.
I honestly can't believe he's just done that. Honestly. And in front of Vera as well.
That wasn't a very smart thing to do, even if she did deserve it.
I'm aware of that, Vera.
If she reports this, you could be thrown out.
She won't. Not Karen.
You seem to know her pretty well.
I'm in total
It's a
shock.
personal matter, Vera.
I'm in absolute shock. I didn't think he'd ever do that.
No luck?
I lost my temper. What is it with this place, Meg? Seems to turn everybody into Jekyll and Hyde.
I know. Look, how about coming over for dinner tonight?
Oh, a touch of sanity.
I don't know
I
about
do not
that, but at
endorse
least we can
violence
talk.
of any kind.
Thanks, mate.
Especially
7:30?
against women and children. And the elderly.
I wasn't aware that Greg
And the
knew Karen
weak.
Travis.
Did he say that?
It was pretty obvious.
Excuse me, Vera.
Come on, Lizzie, you share with her. How do we go about it?
Bash her up!
Oh, no, it's got to be something that's not going to get us into strife. Hey, Karen, you and Frankie look like you're heading in the direction of a head-on crash. We figure she's up to something. Want to help us stir her up a bit, find out what's really going on?
Fight your own battles. I'll settle with her myself.
Oh. Come on, Lizzie,
How's
think
she
there
not
must
got
be something.
a slap
Has she
mark
got
on
anything
her
she
face?
really values and would hate to
Well,
see
quite
anything
a
happen?
backhander.
Well, think. There must be.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, watch what you're doing.
What?
You did that deliberately.
It's only a plant.
Yeah, well, it shows what you know.
Lynn, you work over there.
Why does she have to work here anyway?
I'm sorry, I still can't believe the doctor did that. Breaking locks in the hot sun.
Doug's the name. Mates call me Doug the Mug. My mum doesn't, but she calls me Doug the Thug. What's your mum call you?
You really need to.
Lynette. But, everyone here calls me Lynn.
All right. Seeing as how I'm special, I'll call you Lynette too. Okay? Okay. All right, now, where'd you like to go to dinner tonight? Somewhere posh, I reckon.
Well, it's pointless them having a love
Afterwards, we might,
interest.
Groove to the disco beat. How's that sound?
You're crazy.
And whatever you want me to be.
Can't just pop out and see each
How long are
other.
you gonna be working here for?
Or go to the cinema.
Oh, fixing drains takes forever. I'll see to that. You and I got to get to know each other, Lynette.
She likes the attention.
Bee's
I'll give her
handwriting.
that.
What's that say? Don't let the milk... What?
Don't let the milk
boil.
Too late.
Oh, no. Oh, I should have told you I'm not a very good cook.
Ah, never mind. Just sit down here, relax. Tuna mornay happens to be my best dish ever. It'll be ready in 2 shakes of a leg.
I know what tuna is. I've got no idea what tuna mornay is.
I'm gonna look for a job.
Why?
Well, I can't expect you to keep me.
Well, I know I don't earn that much, but it's enough.
I just want to help out.
Well, you will. There's the housework and everything.
No, it's not just that. I'm used to being with people.
Well, what sort of a job do you want?
I don't know. I'll find something. Do you mind?
I guess not. I only want you to be happy, Marilyn.
I am. It's just that I don't like being by myself.
So it seems no one came out of that paddy wagon that went in.
You got me.
Must get pretty lonely for you at the prison. What made you want to
Marty's
work
still
there?
living there. Has
It's
he moved
exactly
out or
my
what?
choice. I'm in a clinic. We're the lucky ones who've got responsibility for the prison. I'm junior doctor, so I get the job. Doesn't leave much time for my private practice.
No, your private life.
No.
Are they going to get together?
Karen didn't make any complaint. How did you meet her?
At uni. My family had just come out from England. I had a pretty hard time adjusting. I think if it hadn't been for Karen, I might have got the next boat back. That's what makes it so hard, seeing the way she's
No way
ended
to
up.
speak of Australia.
Well, it's pretty difficult for some of the women to settle down. I often wonder how I'd be. Listen to me. I'm a fine one to talk. For a while back, I thought I was getting a bit like Vera.
She's a hard one to work out.
She doesn't have much of a life outside work.
What do any of us?
Mind you, it's not long since
Well,
Bill might not
I've
have no
got
romantic
Marty.
interest
We usually
yet.
end up arguing, but at least it brings me back to reality.
And Vera's got her mother. That's another relationship I can't quite work out either.
Well, we all have our problems, it seems.
Well, here's to, problems.
Dr. Miller doesn't charge us his full fee.
Why shouldn't he?
You work together. Not that that makes much difference, I suppose. You can't trust doctors. They're all the same. They're out for every penny they can get.
But I thought you liked him.
Yeah, well, I still want to help.
Well, don't think that I don't know what's been going on behind my back. Trying to get a nurse in here. Next thing is he'll be trying to put me in a home.
Oh, nonsense. Don't forget to take your pill.
Don't think I don't know what you've been trying to cook up behind my back. I'm not blind. You want to get rid of me, don't you? Your own mother, after all I've done for you, and you turn around and treat me like that. Well, I'm not going. You can tell your doctor friend that. I'm staying here. No one can force me out of my own house.
Except that.
Mum! Mum!
You okay, Mrs. Bennett? We are deeply concerned about you. She gone to hospital? She's dead?
It's to be expected, Vera. You knew that.
No one has any luck in this show.
You're starting to look like a shriveled up old prune. No man had ever looked twice at you. Just look at where you work. Prison. Why can't you get yourself a decent job? You're getting old and hard before your time, Vera.
People are dropping like flies.
You're silly.
I've got a feeling something big is going to happen today.
Your tea leaves never lie, Bee.
Yeah. It's a prize in the air for someone. Pity I can't see who it is.
Oh. I thought they pinched it.
Who did it? Tell me who did it or I'll break your arm. I can't remember anything. Who did it, Sick? I don't know anything.
Oh, what's the matter, Frankie? Someone been mean to you?
You filthy pig! Robbie Doyle!
What's going on here? Lizzie, where am I? Who am I? All right, Frankie, what happened? I warn you, I will not tolerate any more of these outbursts, no matter what the reason. Understand? Get out, Lizzie.
Who am I? I can't remember anything.
Can you remember what solitary looks like?
Nice try. Now, I would like to say bless her, but it sounds like she's been quite a...
Don't have many qualifications, Miss Mason. I'm afraid most employers are looking for
I'm
girls
not a
with
very nice
experience
person
these
over the
days.
years.
Well, I've been modelling since I left school. The only kind of position we could offer you would be a cleaning job or perhaps waiting tables.
Anything. I don't mind.
I see you haven't been employed for the past 6 months. Was there any reason for that?
I've been in prison.
Goodbye,
Sorry, Miss
job.
Mason. I'm afraid we don't have anything for you at the moment. Perhaps you could try some of the other agencies.
I've already been to 3.
Well, there must be others.
And they'll all be like what you did.
Thank you for your help.
One good thing the makers of Orange is the New Black did was do that Pusey Washington Fund to help ex-prisoners. I respect them for that. Yeah, I've seen Orange is the New Black, by the way. So don't ask me to comment on that. React.
Well, if it is Mandy, why didn't you tell me you're out?
Hello, Freddie. What do you want?
Why haven't you looked me up?
I've been busy.
You're looking as good as ever, ma'am.
I'm not coming back, Freddie.
Your customers have been asking after you.
I'm off the game.
You're not the best actor, pimp?
You can ask whatever you want, you know.
I'm going straight.
Sure you are.
Look, Freddie, my man will be back soon, and I don't want you hanging around, so get out.
Look, if you change your mind, that's where you'll find me.
Nip it up, chuck it in the bin.
See you around, Mandy.
Don't let Eddie find it. Rip it up into more pieces than that. I don't know if they had shredders in those days. Don't even think about it, you stupid bugger.
He used to give me roses.
I swear to God, if she goes back on the game,
He could again.
I mean, she could have a good thing with Eddie if they managed to get to know each other's little quirks and stuff like that.
And things were different then.
But if she goes back on the game, she's destroyed everything. She'll end up back inside and she'll have nothing to look forward to. I mean, yeah, they're only living in a little bed six, but it's bigger than the flat I used to live in. Bloody hell, that were like a tiny oblong kitchen, a little tiny square bathroom and one room, which was bedroom, living room, dining room, like put together. It was no bigger than the size of a normal single bedroom. But yeah, she's got everything to look forward to right now. So I hope she doesn't throw it away. As always, leave it till the end of the credits only for my Patreon members. I won't be doing the credits for YouTube. Copyright and all that. Still in 1979, mind you, we're only 7 episodes in. Right, so I really hope Marilyn does not go back on the game. I mean, I would have sent to the Patreon members during the credits. If she does that, she's got everything to look forward to right now. If she does that, she's lost everything, probably including her own freedom as well, and she'll end up back inside. So hopefully she realises that and just discards that card. I mean, he's got to have been the worst actor in the show so far. I know he was supposed to be a pimp, but he was too chilled, basically. He didn't have no expression whatsoever. So we've solved the mystery of who killed the cat. We also almost had Frankie Doyle scup the early release date. How on earth she's going to stay on her best behaviour for 3 years, I'll never know. I mean, she's got a temper. Unless they put her in solitary forever, you know, isolation, there's no way she's going to control that. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by carrying on watching. So that's 7 episodes down. Like I say, I want to make seasons 12 to 26 episodes. So we'll stop it at a good point during there. Hopefully we'll get a good cliffhanger or something to stop it on. So thank you so very much for watching. Thank you to the Patreon members for supporting me. I greatly do appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you, no matter what tier you are. Also, thank you to anybody, if this is allowed on YouTube, who watched on YouTube. It means a great deal to me to have everybody's support. And if you're on YouTube, if you could please give us a like, comment and subscribe. Don't share, as I said at the beginning, because of copyright. But if you'd like to like, comment and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. That is a way to help me if you don't want to do Patreon. I'm never going to push you to do Patreon. I will mention it in the videos, but I'll never push you into it. Or even try pushing you into it, no matter what. So, thank you everybody for watching. I greatly appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.